Hi, it's Chris. In this video we're going to show you how to remove and reinstall the pressure switch on your Samsung washer. Removing and reinstalling the pressure switch on your Samsung washer is actually very easy to do and only requires a few basic hand tools. Keep in mind if your machine needs to be repaired, it's usually simple enough to do it yourself. Visit PartSelect.com, enter your model number, and quickly find and order the part you need. Some of the reasons you'll be looking at having to remove and replace the pressure switch on your Samsung washer is if you're finding that the washer is filling with water to its normal level, but then nothing else is happening, it's just sitting there. Another situation is where it's not taking in any water at all. You've used the washer, it's already done a cycle, and the next time you go to use it, the machine's not taking any water in. There's a good chance it's the pressure switch. So the first thing we need to do is, of course, remove power from the appliance. We want to make sure that we're not working on anything that's still electrically live. And in order to access some of the screws and to get the components out or back in, we're going to need to have the machine away from the wall, which means we need to disconnect our water and take our drain hose out of the standpipe. So of course, if we're going to remove the water lines from the washer, we need to turn off our taps. And it's probably easiest to remove the hoses from the back of the washer and leave them attached to your house supply. So I usually just bring in a bucket, set it down behind the machine, take my channel locks, loosen my hoses. Now there will be water in these hoses, so that's why I have the bucket. I'll just unthread them and then instantly take the hose and drop it in the bucket. And the drain hose just comes out of your standpipe. And the same for your drain hose. Just allow the end of it to go down into the bucket and it'll drain some of the water out. So now that we have the washer disconnected, the first step we're going to take is to take the top off of this machine. And to do that, it's really easy. There's just two screws that go in from the back. They're a 5/16 head, or a Phillips screwdriver will also take them out. So now that the screws are out, it's just a matter of elevating the back of the top a little bit and then just pull back and wiggle at the same time, and the top will just lift right off. You just set it to one side. So there's your pressure switch. It just mounts to the side. It's really easy to get off. Just take a small blade screwdriver and just slip it in underneath and push inward, and that'll release one of the tabs, and that'll give you enough play to slide your screwdriver in from the other side and push on the same tab. There, and that allows your pressure switch to come out. So now with it out like this, we just need to remove our electrical harness, and really easy, you're just going to press down on this tab. Press down on the back of that tab, and you can see it lifts the front fingers up where it locks it in, and then just wiggle it right off the connector. So the last thing you have is just the hose that goes from here down to the tub. So all we need to do is just squeeze our clamp, slide it down a little ways, and then just pull the pressure switch out of the hose. It's just that easy. So installation is just as easy. It's just basically a reverse of the process. So we're going to find our pressure hose that comes up from the tub. Just go to insert the pressure switch into the hose, and it's a pretty tight friction fit. If it's really loose and floppy, then you'll want to cut the hose back a little bit so that you have that good friction fit. So even without the clamp, you can tell it just doesn't pull right off really easy. So that's great. So now we'll just squeeze our clamp, slide it back up into place, and now we'll just hook up our electrical. The electrical is really easy. It's simply a connector that goes on. It'll only go on one way. You don't have to worry about which way or whatever. It just will only go this way. Just line it up, slide it into place, and those two little latches in the front grab hold so it's nice and secure. So now we're just going to mount it back onto the frame. So mounting it into the frame is simply a matter of just lining it up, pushing it into place, and there. It's secured. So now that that's done, all that's going to be left to do is put the top back on, into position, slide it in, give it a tap from the back, and now put the two screws in from the back into the top to hold it. Put your washer back in place and do up your connections and you're good to go. So there you go. You can see just how easy it is to remove and reinstall the pressure switch on your Samsung washer.